Hi and welcome back. This is my 95-96 Necropotence build. You can see it's unpowered. It would be the equivalent of like a 1.5 build back in 95 or 96. Kind of the same as Legacy nowadays, but I'm putting this against my fully powered 4-color Erhnamageddon deck. So interesting to see how this will go. But just keep in mind my son's playing the 4-color Erhnam deck. So the results might have been different if I had been playing that, as he's still kind of new to the game and strategies. So here we go. Game number one. All right, start out with a swamp, dark ritual, and that is a Underworld Dreams. There's a tropical island for a Lenore elf. And my turn, Ivory Tower. I got 4 cards in my hand. So Ivory Tower, every card after 4, you gain 1 life. So that works well, again, with the Necropotence deck. The disenchant on my Underworld Dreams. And he's attacking for 1. And he's going to drop another Lenore elves. And he attacks for 1. I got 5 cards, so I'll gain 1 life. Swamp. Pass turn. Okay, so this is a mistake on his part. He tried to play a Mind Twist, but then I told him he doesn't have any black mana he can pull from. And he swings in for 2 more. My turn. I got 5 cards, so I'll gain 1 card, or 1 life. Swamp. And there's a hippie. He plays a Sylvan Library. And he passed turn. There's a Suchi. Then I swing for 2 with the hippie, and he loses a card. I got his Mind Twist. Mox Pearl. And a Sarah Angel. I attack with the Suchi. He blocks with the Lenore Elves. And then there's a Terra on a Sarah. And he was using the Sylvan wrong. He was supposed to draw 3 and then put 2 back on his library. He almost discarded them. And there's an Erhnam. So I swing with the Hippie and the Suchi. So he blocks the Suchi with the Erhnam. He didn't have to tap his Erhnam, but that kills the Suchi. I get 4 mana in my mana pool. He loses a card from the Hippie, which is another Erhnam. So that dice is for the 4 floating. So there's a Triskelion. He gets 3 counters on him. Erhnam took 4 points of damage from the Suchi already, so 1 more point will kill him. So I fling a counter at the Erhnam. And my Hymn to Torak took his Time Twister out of his hand. He was asking about if he attacked, does it take a counter off? And I was trying to explain to him, no, it's a +1/+1 counter, so he's a 3/3 creature. I'll just block. So the Zurin Orb, that's an Ice Age card, 0 casting cost. Sacrifice a land, it gives you 2 life. And then there's a Necropotence. It looks like I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Then I swing for 4. He blocks the Triskelion with the Elf, and he takes 2. And he has 0 cards in hand, so. And there's a Birds of Paradise. Okay, so I got 7 cards in hand, so I'll gain 3 life from the Ivory Tower. And there's a Singer Vampire. I swing in for 5. He blocks the Triskelion and takes 2 damage. There's a Tundra. I gain 2 life from the Ivory Tower. Swamp. And there's an Underworld Dreams. I swing in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I ping him with the 2 counters, so that does 11 damage. He had 10 life, so he's dead. I was showing him that I had a Mirror Universe, so I was going to drain my life with the Necropotence, then switch life totals, but it didn't make much sense since I could just outright kill him anyways. Alright, on to game number 2. He starts out with Tropical Island. He changes his mind. Tundra. And there's Savannah Lions. Swamp. He plays a bird. And he attacks for 2. Okay, I just passed turn. The Meister's Factory. And he swings for 2. I play a terror on his Savannah Lions. Hymn to Torak. I got a Balance and a Meister's Factory. He plays a Mox Emerald. Sarah Angel. City of Brass. And there's an Ashes to Ashes. So I remove 2 of his creatures from the game, and then I lose 5 life from the Ashes to Ashes. He swings in for 2 with the Maestro's Factory. And there's a Suchi. And he plays an Erhnam. Doing 3 from Necropotence. And I'm doing a Limdol's Vault. So again, Limdol's Vault is look at the top 5 cards of your library. If you don't like them, you can pay 1 life, put them on the bottom, and look at the next top 5. Once you're finished, you find the 5 cards you want. You can put those back in order, in any order, on top of your library, and you shuffle the rest of your library. So here I am. I'm looking for a certain card. I think I'm looking for a Mirror Universe, so I don't mind spending the life total if I can just find it in time. It costs me 1 life every time I do this. Still can't find what I'm looking for. Looks like I finally found what I'm looking for, so I'm shuffling my library. Putting the cards back on top of my library. And then I have to use Necropotence to draw 1. So it brings me to 2 life. Then I have to pass turn. So if I would have found it 1 turn quicker, I might have been able to pull this off, because I had a drain life in my hand too. He just plowed my Suchi, so I have 6 life. But he swings in for the Erhnam and the Maestro's Factory, and he got me. So I could have drained life. 1, 2, 3. You know, and then gained some life and potentially had a chance, and then used the Mirror Universe, but unfortunately it took me too long with the Limdol's Vault to find what I was looking for. But that was a close game. So he took game number 2. So here's game number 3. He starts out with a Tropical Island and an elf. That's an Underground Sea on my side for a Brainstorm. Sorry, Brainstorm. I take 1 damage from the Underground River. Maze of Ith on his side. He swings in for 1. And there's a Necropotence. And I'm sorry, I used the Necropotence for 2, I believe. And he put a disenchant on my Necropotence. And he swings for 1. the swamp. And there's an minerals disc. Tundra on his side. There's a Chaos Orb. He's going to flip on the disc. And I wasn't quite sure how that spun, but it's fine. Close enough. He hit the disc. He attacks for 1. There's a hippie. And a hymn to Torok. Looks like I got a Sarah Angel and I missed the other card. Another Tropical Island on his side. There's a Regrowth on, looks like the Chaos Orb. And he's using the Chaos Orb to try to flip on the hippie. He missed this time. At this point, I think he's got 1 card in his hand. I'm using him to Torok. It was a library. So I got rid of his library. And there's an Underworld Dreams. Looks like he's playing a Time Twister. But with my Underworld Dreams there, he's going to take 7 damage right now. And he didn't take damage from his draw either, so technically it'd be 8 damage he's taking right now. And he's playing a Time Walk. So that's 9 damage he's taking. And I just realized he didn't take the damage, so now I'm doing the math on it right now. So the 1 card originally, the 2nd card, and the 7th card. So that's 9 damage he took. Or should have took, so. There we go. And he's playing a Sarah. There's Savannah Lions and a Birds of Paradise. I'm playing a Pestilence and a Hymn to Torok. So discard his last 2 cards. I got a Regrowth and like a City of Brass. Pass turn. He's attacking with everything. I'll block the Sarah with the hippie, but then I take 3 damage from the Savannah Lions and the Lenoir Elf. He was asking about the maze. I said it wouldn't do any good. And then we pass turn, so I'm not sure why I took a damage. Oh, I'm sorry, I took 3 damage. I'm using Pestilence for 4, so that'll kill, or it does 4 damage to all creatures and all players. So I go down to 5, he goes down to 6. And then during his draw step, he'll draw another card. He'll go down to 5 from the Underworld Dreams. And then I play a Lindell's Vault at the end of his turn. I guess what I'm looking for is right there. So black one other. And then 5 blacks, I take 2 damage, drain life in for 5. I gain 5 life, and that's the game.